I mentioned this to you the other day. I had a thought about this idea of building trust. A lot of people in the industry at the moment are talking about building trust through being authentic. And what does that really mean, being authentic? For us, it almost seems like a bit of a buzzword that's being used, just thrown about without really understanding what being authentic means. It almost seems like you need to talk in a particular way, you need to show every facet of you. I don't think that's quite right. I think when it comes down to it, being authentic, it's a response to the users who are now digital native in a lot of senses, or very familiar with the digital landscape. They can smell bullshit online as well as they can smell bullshit in person. And so it's important to, when you're looking at being authentic, that's the answer to that people have a better radar for when you're selling them crap now. So you need to be, actually adding value with the content and the communication you're doing online, as well as what you were doing offline. You were doing that before offline, and now you need to have that same sort of approach to the online space. It used to be that 5-10 years ago, you can go online, throw up a Google ad, throw up a Facebook ad, and the thing will just sell. Even if it looks a little bit dodgy, there'll be enough people who are willing to take the risk of a scam to buy the product and to test it out, to test out your service, whatever it might be. Nowadays, that's not the way anymore. And so in that online space, to be authentic really means that you have to add something of value to that space before people start to trust you, build that relationship with you, and then you can start to actually help them in a meaningful way. So I think, it touches on that concept of authenticity that a lot of people are talking about, but we view that as a little different. If you just focus on actually adding value to people's lives, to their careers, to the work that they're doing, and the communication that you have with them online, that's what you need to focus on. And then that will naturally lead you to considering, how can your content make their lives easier? How can it help their careers? What are their pain points? And you'll naturally start to try and figure out those really important points of discussion, rather than superfluous stuff like throwing up motivational quotes that might be relevant to your industry and 100 industries next to it. It doesn't really add too much to people's lives, or at least a lot less than if you were really tailored, really considered in the content and the communications you have with your audience online.